Good morning, children. Welcome to your chemistry online class. Today, we are planning to discuss the chapter Is Matter Around Us Pure? So we'll go for a quick revision of this chapter. What is a matter? Matter is the substance. Matter is any substance which occupy the space. So we'll see the first important thing in the chapter is the classification of matter. So how can we classify matter? So we can classify matter on the basis of physical state. On the basis of physical state, it is classified into solid, liquid and gas. And on the basis of chemical composition, we can classify it into two types. They are pure substance and mixtures. Further, pure substance can be classified into elements and compounds. Mixtures are two types, homogeneous and heterogeneous. So, matter is classified into pure substance and mixtures. Pure substance further classified into elements and compounds. Mixtures further classified into homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. This is the general classification of matter. What is pure substance and mixtures? Pure substance are the substance which consists of a single type of substance, for example, element or compound. If we take any element, it is made up of only single type of substance. For example, if you are taking iron metal, iron element, which is made up of only iron atoms. If we take copper atoms, hydrogen atom, water molecule. So it will consist of single type of substance. Such substances are known as pure substance. Mixtures. Mixtures is a substance which consists of two or more pure substance. It is also made up of pure substance which consists two or more pure substance. Example, seawater. If we take seawater, it is made up of pure NaCl and water. These are the examples for the mixture. We'll see what are the differences between pure substance and mixtures. Pure substance consists of a single type of substance, whereas mixture consists of two or more pure substance. Pure substance cannot be separated into other substances by physical methods, but we can separate mixtures by physical methods. Pure substance having its own definite properties, but mixture shows the properties of its components. We'll see types of mixtures. It's mainly two types, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous mixture is a mixture which has uniform composition. We cannot see the particles in this by naked eyes. We cannot separate it by filtration. The mixture is stable. The path of the beam of light is not visible in this mixture. If we pass the light through this, we cannot see the beam of light. For example, mixture of sugar in water, mixture of salt in water, etc. Whereas heterogeneous mixture is a mixture which has non-uniform composition. We can see the particles in the naked eye, can be separated by the filtration. It is unstable. The path of the beam of light is visible in this. Mixture of salt and sand, mixture of sulfur and iron fillings. These are the examples for this. We'll see what is true solution. True solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. In here, a solution has a solvent and solute. It is having two components, solvent and solute. The component in the larger amount is the solvent and component in the lesser amount is the solute. Solution of a salt water. If you take, for example, if you take solution of salt water, here salt is the solute, water is the solvent. If take solution of sugar in water, sugar is the solute, water is the solvent. We are taking water in the larger amount. These are the examples. We'll see what are the properties of this true solution. It is a homogeneous mixture. So if it is a homogeneous mixture, we know homogeneous mixture cannot be seen by naked eye. We cannot separate it by filtration. Whatever properties shown by homogeneous mixture shown by true solution. It is do not settle down. It will not show the beam of light. We'll see what are suspension. Suspension is a heterogeneous mixture of two or more substances. For example, solution of sand in water, solution of chalk powder in water. This, if we see the chalk powder in water, we can see this chalk powder suspension, precipitate form. What are the properties? It is a heterogeneous mixture. So whatever properties shown by heterogeneous mixture will shown by suspension. So we know heterogeneous mixtures are separated by the methods, physical methods. So solute particles can be separated by filtration. It will settle down. You can see after some time it will settle down. So if we pass light, a beam of light, it will show the beam of light. Tyndall effect. This effect is known as Tyndall effect. When a beam of light is passed through a colloidal solution, the colloidal particles scatter the beam of light and the path light becomes visible in the solution. This effect is known as Tyndall effect. Here you can see this solution is showing the path. Here the dust will be there, so it will show the path of the light. This is known as Tyndall effect. We can see in our daily life. Here you can see the light is shown by here. Here the path of the light. We'll see what are saturated and unsaturated solution. These are the type of solution. Saturated solution is a solution which cannot dissolve any more of solute at a given temperature. That is, if we add any solute to the solvent, it will reach a maximum limit which cannot further. Such stage is known as saturated solution. Such stage is known as saturated stage. Solubility of a substance is the amount of solute present in a saturated solution of the substance. Unsaturated solution. It is a solution which can dissolve some more of the solute at a given temperature. Here given a method to prepare saturated solution. And here how to calculate the concentration of solution. Concentration of solution given by amount of solute by amount of solvent, or amount of solute by amount of solution. Mass by percentage of the solution, mass of solute by mass of solution into 100. Another important thing in this chapter is the separating of the components of a mixture. There are several separating methods. We know in heterogeneous mixtures which can be separated by simple methods like hand picking, sieving, filtration. These all you can see in your home. Sometimes we need special techniques to separate the components of mixture, that are evaporation, centrifugation, decantation, sublimation, centrifugation, chromatography, distillation and fractional distillation. These are the special method. First method is evaporation. This method for separating a volatile component, that is solvent, from a non-volatile component. So it is a method to separate solvent from solute by heating the mixture. For example, ink is a mixture of dye and water. If some ink is heated in a dish, the water evaporates and the dye is left in the dish. So if you take mixture of ink and water, if we heat this one, we know water will be evaporate easily, so we'll get only ink. So this is the experimental setup. Similarly, we can separate mixture of salt and water or sugar and water by evaporation method. In this method, we need a burner, a stand, a wire gauze and dish. In this dish, we'll keep our substance, which should be separated out. The next method is centrifugation. This is the equipment used for centrifugation. It is used to separate the denser particles and lighter particles from a mixture by using centrifuging machine. This is called centrifugation. For example, if we take some milk in centrifuging machine and spin it rapidly, after some time the cream will separate from the milk. Why? Because cream is less denser than the milk. So less denser things we can separate it from the mixture by centrifugation method. Here we should uh, we should give the energy manually. We should round the handle here, so this will be this is the working condition. Next method is decantation using separating funnel. This equipment is known as separating funnel. This method is used for separating mixture of immiscible liquids. What are immiscible liquids? Which will not be miscible, dissolve each other. So liquids separate into different layers depending on their densities. Here the technique is used is difference in densities. For example, if you take a mixture of kerosene and kerosene oil and water, we know kerosene and water are immiscible. So after adding this, the less density and more density, based on the density, it will form layers. So we can easily separate it by opening this. We can open here and we can collect it. We can collect the first one from the second one. This is the stop cork. We can open the cork and we can collect the liquid separately. Next method is sublimation. It is used to separate a mixture of sublimable component from the non-sublimable component by heating the mixture. For example, mixture of ammonium chloride and a common salt is heated. Ammonium chloride sublimes and can be cooled and solidified. Next method is chromatography. Chromatography is a method used to separate the colored components. This is the equipment setup. Here we need a paper strip, a jar, and a solvent like this. So we should put the mixture here. So after some time, you can see different colors will separate differently. See here. The component which is more soluble in water rises faster and gets separated. So we'll get different layers of colors. Next method is distillation. Distillation is different type: simple distillation and fractional distillation. It is used to separate the mixtures of two miscible liquids if there is the method is the difference in their boiling point. So for example, mixture of acetone and water. So acetone having lower boiling point, so if we heat this one, the acetone will be separated first. See the next technique, that is fractional distillation. It is used for two or more miscible liquids. So it is similar to simple distillation. Here a fraction column is there. So for the components of petroleum separating by this method. And there are some more methods. Purification of crystals. We'll get pure substance by this method. So we know metals and metalloids. These are the important things in this chapter. So study well. Thank you.